everyone, I'm Dr. Mark Stengler here with our special guest, Dr. Bill Sears, very well-known doctor for many decades throughout America and the world. Very well known in terms of his excellent training, his many books that he's written, and he's one of the experts what we call integrative medicine. How do you utilize foods, exercise, supplements, and as well as use conventional medicine techniques when need be. So it's a very balanced approach. And so Dr. Sears, we have him on several different interviews because of his tremendous book. He's a co-author of the Healthy Brain book, in my opinion, the best overall book on brain health, where people can be proactive, preventing and treating all the sorts of things related to brain function, mood and focus and memory and all the key things. In this segment, Dr. Sears, we want to talk about the section in your book called Sad Foods that basically affect brain function. So tell the viewers what sad foods are and why they're so problematic for mood and focus and memory and Alzheimer's risk and these types of things.
Yeah. Well, Mark, in a nutshell, the SAD, S-A-D, the SAD, Standard American Diet, makes you sad. So let's imagine you and I were doing an experiment. And we're going to do an experiment. We get together and say, hey, Mark, let's do an experiment on what is the worst diet in the world for brain health. What makes you dumb, depressed, anxious, and losing your mind as you get older? Let's study what diet that is. And you would say to me, well, you know, we don't have to do that experiment. It's already being done. It's the standard American diet.
Right.
No, bingo, oh my goodness. Now, I'm a show me the science type of doctor, as you are. We agree on that because there's a lot of flaky information out there on nutrition especially. So show me the science. This has been done. They've actually neuroimaging, windows into the brain. They've actually taken pictures of the brain showing that the people who eat the SAD diet the most have the smallest shrinking brains. The SAD diet shrinks our brain. Now, what also I love about good science and common sense go together. All right, now the standard American diet is low in smart fats, high in junk sugars, and we eat too much. Just the opposite of what the brain needs. The brain needs a diet. Diet means the way we eat. We're all on a kind of a diet, the way we eat. High in smart fats, medium in smart proteins, and very low in dumb carbs. So that is what I mean by the SAD diet makes you sad. And the reason is, one of the reasons is the brain does not like spikes, sugar spikes especially.
Right.
We are a nation of gorgers. We're a nation of gorgers. I remember giving a talk like this over in China, the China Nutrition Society, a few years ago, and they said, why do Americans eat so much so fast, Dr. Bill? They were asking me that. I said, okay, you know, you're right. We are a nation of gorgers. Maybe we should replace forks with chopsticks. Maybe that would slow us down. You know, because the brain likes grazing, not gorging. So the standard American diet, Mark, I'm sorry I'm so passionate about this, but one simple change that we all should make is the smart American diet.
Now, when people follow the foods you recommend in your book, they're on the SAD diet, the standard American diet, they make the switch to the foods you're recommending. How fast do you see kids and adults noticing a difference in their mood and their cognitive abilities?
Well, I've noticed in my medical practice about 4 weeks on average. Some will notice it right away.
Right.
And like we have a whole bunch of tools on our book, and the patients will ask me that question, well, doctor, how fast will I feel better? I said, well, it depends upon how many tools you want to use. I'll give you a big toolbox. You use them all every day. You'll feel better faster.
Yeah.
But food is one of the fastest things. But the brain is slow to change, Mark. It's not like you're going to eat more blueberries one day and feel better the next. But if you put all this together, the brain when it comes to food, the brain will register like. The brain, and so we start this in children. I start putting little veggies, ground up veggies, and mushy salmon, pieces of salmon on their tongues beginning around 7 to 8 months. I call it shaping young tastes. It's because I want to program that baby's taste center in the brain, the crave center. The tongue and the brain are related. So if the tongue likes it, the brain will like it. So you put, say, a piece of mushy salmon on the baby's tongue around, say, 7 months or so, and you get them used to it. Shape young taste, and the brain, the fathead, loves salmon, top fats or omegas in the brain, and the brain registers like. So you get like. And after 2 years of that, the baby's brain crave center for salmon is wired for life. Wow.
The best way to start. What about people with kids out there, or they themselves have been on the SAD diet? Do you find it's best if they transition over time, or just kind of go cold turkey and do it, or it depends on the person?
It depends on the person,
Yeah.
but what we do in our house is this is, but Mom, this is what we eat, honey. This is what we believe. This is how we dress. This is how we talk politely. This is what we eat, period. And I had one mom in my practice said, I just want to be cool. You don't need to be cool. You need to be right.
Right.
But Mom, I don't like salmon or broccoli. Okay, honey, I'll make you some mac and cheese out of a box. Dumb and Dumber. My favorite movie. Okay, no, children will eat what you serve. Our kids, we have 8 children. Our kids still remind us, we weren't that happy about it, Dad, when we grew up, but we knew we had to eat what you served. We had no choice, and we want to thank you for that.
You know, it's interesting. I remember years back, your son, a pediatrician, I think Jim, he did a segment on the doctors. He used to be a part of that, well-known show. And he was sitting with a family where the kids weren't used to eating well and wanted to change their diet. And he kind of had some techniques similar to what you said, but basically it's, in a nice way, but a firm way, this is the way it's going to be. So we'll just sit here until you start eating those foods.
That's right, exactly. and I doctors, we used to be kind of wimps about nutrition. We'd say, well, just feed your children better, or something like that.
Yeah.
Now, I say this about once a day, because I say it because I care about you, my patient. I say, stop being a nutritional wimp. Stop being a nutritional wimp. Your children need to eat smart foods.
Yeah, so that's great. Well, thank you, Dr. Sears. And again, the Healthy Brain book has all this information and more. And look for the other videos on our YouTube, on our social media, americasnaturaldoctor.com. Many different interviews with Dr. Sears in achieving a healthy brain. And don't forget his website, tremendous amounts of information on it, askdrsears.com. So again, thank you, Dr. Sears. Until next time, we appreciate looking forward to, more interviews with you.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Mark.